right, welcome to Therapy with T. If you hear a lot of sounds, it's because there are 4 big dogs with me, and they like me a lot, so they like to come up and sniff around. So I might have to go tell them to go lie down. Okay, go lie down. All right, so welcome to Therapy with T. I wanted to do, haven't posted for a week or 2, maybe 2 weeks. I had to put I don't even know how to say that, but my dog passed and I needed a little bit of time to grieve that. I was feeling really low energy and like I didn't have a lot to give. I was just needing all my energy for honoring the love I have for him. So this is frankincense and myrrh, which is culturally appropriate for me. So I'm just trying to like cleanse my space before we start. But I really wanted to do a reading about what the signs are trying to tell you. So that's what we're gonna do. Sorry, I'm putting my incense out so I can use it for each of the readings to clean in between. All right. So I got this deck as a gift for myself because I was sad. And this has been sitting in my Etsy cart for like 8 months, maybe longer, and I'm so excited. It is the Flower Medicine Oracle deck by Kathy Nichols. Love it. It's so beautiful. Ugh, just wait. Anyway, and look at this. I feel like an ad for her, but her work is so beautiful. And each of the cards are her paintings. Okay, sorry, this is not an ad for... Just checking. So I am dog sitting, so I'm in a different space. So my setup is gonna be a little bit different, and hopefully it still looks good. All right, so yeah, I wanna do a reading about what are the signs trying to tell you. What are the signs saying? Sometimes we don't notice the signs, and then other times I feel like I'm noticing signs, but I don't know what they mean. So I wanted to do a little reading about that. So first, we're gonna use these as our pick a card. So you'll pick the card that you feel the most drawn to, or that feels the most, gives you the most visceral reaction, or makes you think, or just is the one you like the best. So pick whichever one you're drawn to or resonates the best with you. And then you'll find the timestamps in the description, or if you're watching on TV, you can just skip ahead to whichever pile you choose, and that will be your reading. And if you would please give your spirit team permission to chat with mine so that we can get some really clear messages. And I do this for the best intention of all, for the highest good, and open to receive messages so that I can be clear and communicate them and bring them forth. Thank you, team. All right, what messages? I'm gonna check in a second and make sure that this is lined up correctly. I think it is. I got this beautiful blue gold stone. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if you can see the shiny, shimmery. Oh, so pretty. Where I'm dog sitting is, the crystals here are more affordable than where I live, so that has been exciting. So and I got this selenite piece. The rest I brought with me. All right. All right, so let's look at these. And then these will be the cards you choose from. And like I often do, I'm gonna, let me check this, make sure this is, that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna use my crystals to line it up. Okay. All right, so card number 1, Tulip Fame. So pretty. Make sure you can see that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So pile 2 will be Primrose New Love. Oh, so pretty. I can't stand. Look how beautiful. I want to buy like a second deck and just frame them all because they're so beautiful. Love these. Okay. And they have like a nice, like, I don't know. Okay, sorry. Pile 3 will be Echinacea, Immune Support. And I had such pretty nails while I was traveling. And then as soon as I started working with the dogs that I'm sitting for, I had a manicure and they all ripped off. So sorry for my hands not being as elegant. Okay, so I'm going to give you a moment to just sit in silence with these, and then you're going to pick whether you want pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Okay, welcome pile 1. If you chose pile 1, this is your card. It's Tulip and it says Fame. I'm just gonna put that over here and make sure we can see that. There we go. Okay. And then I put my new stone down here so I know how far I can put the cards. I'm gonna see if when I stand up to check if it's so loud over there. That was a dog. All right, so for pile 1, what are the signs trying to tell pile 1? All right, well that came out, so I'm gonna use that. So I'm using the zombie deck first because I've been getting some really clear messages with this, which is pretty cool. And I might shuffle in silence, so that's what's happening. It doesn't mean that your volume is weird. Okay. Trying to tell pile 1. Let's start with these. Okay, you have the Knight of Wands. You have the Emperor. You have the Hierophant. And the 10 of Cups, which is a wonderfully exciting card, and they're all on each side. Typically, I'll read this, like the card, your pile picking card at the end, but I'm gonna talk about it first. It says fame, so popularity and stardom. What's interesting to me, the hit I got first was, first I was like, somebody's coming to tell you something. So there's some message here. Then I got a hit of you being self-protective of it, kind of keeping it at hand's length, whatever this is. So it makes me feel like you know what this is. So what are the signs telling you? So you might be getting signs with things like where you'll watch a TV show and then like the name of someone will be like the character, or you'll see a street sign and the name of someone that you're thinking about is like the sign. Something like that. Popularity. Maybe, okay, so the other hit I'm getting is that some of you are in no contact with somebody who is looking at your social media or something that you've posted that has gotten a lot of likes, so it's popular. They're watching you in your, like, online, basically. So there's some type of, but there's no, it feels like there's no contact, but they want to come in and say something. So for this pile one, some of you are going to be getting some news or a message from somebody, and it could have been someone who has to do with your, like, end goal happiness, like love, relationship, family. If this is not that for you, if you already have a family and you're settled and the signs aren't discussing your family, it could be that you're feeling very self-protective about something. So let's get some more information so I can give you some more examples. If it is, if it's not love, relationship focused. So pile one, this is not romantic or relationship, family. Some type of news that you feel protective about. Some of you could be holding back from saying something or sharing an idea that you have because you feel like you need to be protective of it, and it will be really well received and will bring you a lot of like fulfillment. So that's some of you as well. So the signs, again, could be like, let's say you suddenly decided you want to be a librarian, and then every commercial or ad that you see has like a book in it or a library in it, or someone standing in front of a bookshelf, or someone, a librarian literally, or you see the sign for the library. You're maybe noticing things like that. Signs can come in so many different ways. It can even just be like all of a sudden you smell the smell of something that brings you back to something, or it reminds you of a person. It can literally be road signs. It can be 444 when you look at the clock all the time, or 1111. So that's another example. What is this message or news? What is this message or news? So you have celebration. I don't read these ones upside reverse, but I will read one. I have a deck. I will read the reverse, unless it makes sense to me. I mean, I read them upright and I take into account. And then I'm going to pick some oracle cards. So like when I was talking about before, that some of you, this could be someone that you haven't been speaking to that is going to come back into your life in a more significant way. So maybe you're just acquaintances talking to them, or you go long periods without talking to them. The signs that you're seeing could possibly be, for some of you, I feel like are saying that this message, this is like, the Four of Wands is usually the card of like celebration. It can be, for me, it's a marriage card. So someone might want to reconnect with you. You have the Five of Cups. So someone could be thinking about how they lost you and feel sad about it and kind of stuck in the past. Or you could be really stuck in the past thinking about this old relationship, and the signs are telling you, and you're trying to say, are the signs telling me that this person's coming into my life, or that I should let this person go? You have the World reversed. Again, I'm not going to read it upside down though. Did I show you like this? The World reversed. Which usually is like, All right, I'm going to look at them all before I talk again. Eight of Pentacles. Something was incomplete. Okay, so there was a conversation maybe with this person, or the way you ended it, or there's something that you want to say to somebody, or an idea you want to share that you felt was incomplete. You didn't get to say it completely. So the signs are telling you, are the signs telling you to say it? It has to do with your fulfillment and purpose. And it feels like, so really it's like very specific. If some of you almost got married to someone, or were engaged, or thought that you were to marry this person, and then there was a time of separation, I feel like they're trying to come back through, and either they've been very self-protective, or you've been very self-protective. You might be the one that has reached out, and now you're waiting to hear back and see if they're going to say something, and they're feeling like they're thinking back about the loss of this. But I also am getting that you're the one that feels protective, and they're the one that's kind of reaching the hand out to be like, hey, do you want to connect again? Yeah, I get this sense of like waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, is this person going to reach out? Something wasn't completed. So karmically, there's an incompletion in this situation. So if it is a relationship or a person, if it's something that you need to do or say, similarly, it feels like you didn't get to do what you wanted to do completely. And then with that comes this idea of like, whatever this is made you seem really popular, or like made you, like, that's why I keep talking about social media, that it feels like something happening online. Let me get a couple cards for some clarification. This one wanted to stay. So we've got the Nine of Wands, Nine of Inspiration. Great card in the deck. Some resilience and like fortitude. So if this is like, let's say something happened with a person and you guys went your separate ways, and you kind of stayed firm on your boundaries of not re-engaging with them, and you kind of feel like if they want to engage, then they'll have to do the reaching out, but you've been really resilient and patient. If it's a situation, if it's like something you've been wanting to do that you've been like feeling really protective of, and you haven't necessarily like, you've been afraid to do it, or you haven't felt like you couldn't complete the project or goal, but you're really resilient. So it's The signs are telling you to like not give up, that you need to keep moving forward with it. Wands are movement as well. 8 of Wands is like movement. Wands, inspiration, new ideas. 9 being wish fulfillment. It's like you're almost there. Like, don't give up now. Okay, I'm gonna pick 2 more of these, and then, thank you. I'm gonna do some oracle cards. These are slidey. All right, Knight of Inspiration, Knight of Wands. You've had 2 Knight of Wands. Okay, so Knight of Wands again. So someone's coming in fast, or you're getting it. If it's not a person, it's an idea or a self-realization or a breakthrough coming in quickly, like a new way of perceiving things that's really going to click. Sorry, this is not working great. And then Page of Voices. Voices are swords, which is usually like, you know, communication and truth telling. The Page of Swords, yeah, it's like you're at the beginning of being like, okay, I'm finally going to speak my truth or share my idea. Or someone's coming at you quickly wanting to tell you something that they haven't said to you. Or not that it's a secret, but it's like, it'd be like simply like someone has a crush on you, someone wants to have a relationship, someone wants to get back in touch and be close to you. It could be like family, it could be a friend, it doesn't have to be romantic in any way. It could even be like, if you're really focusing on getting a new job, it could be an offer for a job. Maybe one that turned you down in the past, or that you thought was not going to happen, so you've been pretty protective of yourself. If you've been applying to a ton of jobs, it's saying, don't worry, you're about to get this news. All right, that feels right to me. All right, let's do some oracle cards. I'm going to just pick the first green one that I see, and I'll pick the, oh, you can't see, but sorry, picking those. Oh, I could have done it here. Next time I'll fan them out on this side so people can see it. I'll leave it up here so I don't forget. Okay, so what are these? Oh, there's 4. I thought there was only 3. All right, Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. I don't always take the writing on here. I often use my intuition on what this is. But yeah, whenever I see Fox, I think of someone who's very shrewd and cunning and who can be strategic, and not in a negative way, more in a self-protective way, or in a way of like, what is it? Not living, but just a very normal, understandable, like survival skills. So yeah, there's been some type of like strategy that you've used to maybe not speak to this person, or to stay out of connection with them as a purposefully, like that was your choice. Carrot, opportunity, or windfall. And I always forget to say this now. I used to say this at my first videos, but if something jumps out to you like carrot, if carrot means something to you in your life, or you get a real like strong hit of intuition about something, please go with that. That's absolutely your team trying to talk to you and show you things. So to me, Fox is shrewdness and self-preservation in a healthy way and that type of thing. And to you, it might be something different. So definitely whatever messages you're also getting, definitely like think of those. You have wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. So this feeling I was getting earlier was like that you put something in between you and this person on purpose. And maybe because they weren't healthy for you at the time. carrots to me are about like health and good eyesight. Like, so maybe the way that you saw them prior was not good for you. And maybe when they come back in, you'll see them differently. You'll see them as being healthier for you. Or they felt you were not healthy for them, and they could have been the one that's put this wedge between you and been very like strategic about it because they were being protective of themselves. But if this is a person that's definitely wanting to step forward and say something, say their truth. Success. Okay, so you got success. So this will be a successful situation. So even if, like, let's say it is a love situation and someone comes forward and it's like, in the past, I wasn't in the right place, but I'd like to pursue you now, or I really have feelings for you, and I needed to tell you that. And that if you, whichever you choose to move forward will be successful. So, and then again, if it's not a person, if the signs are trying to reach out and tell you, oh, like, so like, let's say you're seeing foxes a lot. That's like the kind of sign. So if you see foxes a lot, that would be like, okay, this is what it's trying to tell me. Or tulips, or zombies, or, oh, I'm going to take this first one that fell. So you have when the birds sing gratitude. And the birds sing gratitude. Where did I put? Oh, did I not bring that? One moment. I need to find the booklet for that because I don't have those memorized. Wasn't very straight. Sorry about that, everybody. I hope that's not going to be super annoying for everyone. All right, here we go. I do like this zombie book too. I might use this. Okay. So when the birds sing gratitude. Well, without reading it, how I would intuitively interpret this again is a message. So someone's coming forward, or you're moving forward to tell someone something. This person could be coming forward to be like, you know, after this time of healing and thinking about things, I realized that our relationship was really, really wonderful, and I'm so grateful for it. And it, having had other relationships, it hasn't felt the same way. So that could be one of the things. Definitely a message, though. The signs are telling you that something, you're about to receive a message, and it's a successful, positive thing. So the book says, gratitude as the essential power of manifestation, the law of praise, saying thanks in advance of goodness. Right now, you're being reminded of the quickening power of the law of praise. Saying thank you before actually receiving those good things you desire in life is a magical, sacred act. So it's about manifestation. Fervent news. Okay, not the magician. Okay. So if this is something that you would want, if this is a person you would want to connect with again, then it's saying like the signs are telling you. So you might be seeing a lot of birds also, or noticing birds. There's birds around everyone, right? Maybe you're noticing them more, or you're hearing their like whistling, or you're hearing whistles a lot, or you're whistling a lot. Those would be signs. But what the intuition I'm getting there is that if this is something you've been manifesting, this person coming back into your life, you can use gratitude as like a pull, and you can say things like, I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to complete this cycle with this person. Or because remember with the world was reversed, which would be something that felt incomplete. So saying things like, I'm so grateful that I can complete this, that type of thing could be a positive mantra to use. So yeah, it definitely, so if it's a job offer or if it's a situation, if it's like trying to figure out your purpose, that's a little more confusing with these cards. If it's about trying to find your purpose, somebody or something will be offered to you. You'll get some message about something that's going to feel like, okay, this is what I've been missing and this makes sense. And it could have to do with social media. It could have to do with some type of stage thing, or like being in the presence of other people. So some type of audience. Just trying to give you other examples. And it's going to happen pretty quickly because you have the Knight of Wands twice, which is why I thought it was a person coming in quick with some offer or message or news, but it's going to be successful. All right, I think that's it for this pile. All right, pile 1, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, if you want to like my video, I get so excited when people like my videos. If you like my reading style and you want to subscribe to my channel, even more exciting, well, not more exciting, just a different type of exciting dopamine rush when I see someone subscribed. But either way, or if you want to leave me a comment that this resonated with you, I just love that. That makes me really happy too. Whatever you choose to do, thank you for being here and listening to this, and I hope it was helpful to you. All right, bye. All right, welcome pile 2. If you chose the Primrose or New Love card, this would be your pile or your reading. And I'm just going to do a quick little intentional cleansing with this incense between readings. And if you hear tinkling sounds. If you feel tingling, then you're in the right pile. If you hear tinkling, it's dogs' collars, and that is not going to work. One moment while I put this incense out in an appropriate way. So yeah, you might hear all the dog sounds because there's 4 big dogs here and they like to hang out with me. So, all right. So pile 2, if this was your choice, then this is your reading. And we're doing a reading about what are the signs trying to tell you. So if you've been noticing signs, numbers, birds, certain things, different, maybe you've been seeing these types of flowers. Or that name, Primrose. So that type of thing. It should go like this, I think. All right, no, it should go like this. Okay. I'll check. Again, I'm in a different place, so my setup had to be moved, so I'm not 100% sure you can see this as well. Ooh, I also forgot to say, so if you're, I might shuffle in silence. You can also just like intentionally think with me. What are the signs trying to tell me? What are the signs trying to tell pile 2? And hopefully you've given your spirit team permission to chat with mine. So they can bring forth the clearest messages. I'm going to put these back in because I only want one more. Oh, well, that one. Okay. I picked 4 in pile 1. I'm going to do 3. I'm feeling 3. So maybe you've been seeing 3s a lot. So if you've been noticing like 333 or 33 on license plates, that type of thing, that could be a sign. So you have the High Priestess. Getting out of your head. You have the Fool. Taking a leap of faith. You have 6 of Pentacles, which is my card for like generosity and such stability and abundance. What did I do? So usually I read this card at the very last. That looks good. But I've been wanting to read this at the beginning. So Primrose. New love, romance is blooming, you feel like a teenager or you are one. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure that this is about, I don't know, it's not necessarily about relationship romance to me. So this could be and we'll get there, but it's like this feeling of newness, like the excitement you had when you were like had a really like good connection with someone when you were in high school, or you are in high school. If you are young, sorry, we're all young. If you're like in your early 20s or teens, you could be feeling this like new excitement about something. And I'm not sure it's love yet, so we got to keep going, because this is telling me that the signs are trying to tell you like to get out of your head and take a leap of faith, that you have the resources to do so, that you'll be okay to make that leap of faith. So you're in your head about something. So let's get some more information. So what are the signs? What is this about? What are they trying to, oh, sorry, I keep shuffling out off screen because that's a new thing. So sorry. They'll just have to trust me that those cards popped up and I didn't choose them. Guys, if you don't, maybe you could just be feeling very distrustful about whatever this is. Okay, so let's see. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And you've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Oh, it's a unicorn. Unicorns! So you've got the 6 and 7 of Pentacles. One after the other. From different decks. Let's see. What do I think here? I like to touch them. It makes me feel like I'm figuring it out. I might shuffle these while I'm thinking about that. So get out of your head, leap of faith with security. Offering of love, or something, an emotional offer, an offer of feelings, or either you're offering feelings or someone is offering something. Or you're somebody stable. Six of Pentacles, a 7 of Pentacles. Okay, it feels like a relationship. This, you know, pile 1 was also relationship focused feeling, so it's possible that all of these are kind of connected and have all about relationships. So if you were drawn to pile 1, you might want to watch that, but it also could just be that this is, the signs are showing people different things about romantic relationships or relationships in general. This feels more like a this feels like the signs are saying that somebody is trying to offer you relationship or love, and they are stable. They're a stable person. They are a constant person. And they're willing to be patient. And they might have already been being very patient. Like they might be a very generous person and have been giving in like a lot of their time and energy towards you, and being patient for that to come back to them. So they're planting the seeds and they are hopeful that they will, you know, spring forth and be loving feelings back. So that's one way that I can interpret this, with new love. And it's, the signs are trying to tell you to get out of your head and take a leap of faith, that it's actually like a secure situation, that it is not too good to be true, that this offer is stable and steady, and they're willing, like this unicorn, it's like they're willing to, they see you as a unicorn, they're willing to put forth the effort and wait patiently to see what happens. So if it's not love, if it's not a new love situation. Okay, so yeah, like the first pile 1 felt like old, like connection coming back in. This feels definitely new, which makes sense with this new love. But it feels like you're in your head about it. And like you're like, don't like stop. And they're like, okay. And they're respectful of boundaries. And then when you ease up, they're like, okay, plant good things, gold coins, offer of love. They're just like really ready to like reap the benefits if that's what you want. It seems like it's not a negative thing. It's not a like creepy, like, oh, I'll just keep pushing until I get what I want in any way. It's very reciprocal and very respectful of boundaries. What was this card? 3 of Wands. 3 of Inspiration. 3 of Inspiration. So in the Rider deck, this is someone standing, looking out over their like vast empire and seeing their ships coming in. I feel like this person is just waiting for you to say, okay, or all right, let's like open the door. And they're patient and they're very respectful. So it's definitely not uncomfortable. Like you like this energy, you like this energy. The signs are like, once you let go and get out of your head and just take a leap of faith, it'll just bam, 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 all fall into place. Why are they resistant to this? Why is pile 2 resistant? Why do I feel like they're resistant? You might not get to know, because the High Priestess card can also be about like things that are behind the veil and mysterious. But to me, that was saying like get out of your head, that you can't know the outcome. That's not how things work. The Death card. Beautiful Death card in this deck. So many things came up to me. So one of the things came to me is like, if you were in a relationship with someone who literally has passed on, this can feel really hard to move forward into another relationship. Like you can feel like you're betraying somebody, or you can feel like, yeah, I definitely, some of you are widows or widowers, or were in a relationship with someone that passed, or someone passing caused you to feel incredibly like in your head about relationships. Another way of looking at this though is that this is like a huge rebirth. So this situation that whatever this message has been trying to tell you, whatever these things are, these messages you've been receiving have been trying to tell you that this is actually like a really beautiful opportunity for rebirth. And to come out of the chrysalis as something that is not completely different from who you were before, but is at once who you were before, and just with more confidence and maturity. You can take that leap of faith. I feel like you want, I hope you guys see this. I feel like you want to take a leap of faith and you're just really scared. But you're gonna do it, I think. And when you do, you're going to be really reassured by how stable and constant and healthy this is. You have the star on the bottom, which is wish fulfillment. It's like this has been your wish, and you will, and maybe you're scared, you won't recognize it, but the signs are saying like, get out of your head. You can take a leap of faith. You're protected. It's all going to fall into place. it's going to feel so, and that could be part of it. You could have already met this, like, you know who I'm talking about, and you feel giddy like a teenager, which really freaks you out and makes you want to like withdraw, and you get in your head a lot. And the idea of like taking a leap of faith, maybe you're comparing it to an old relationship that didn't work out, that felt as exciting. And so you're not trusting that. Can you see these? Okay, good. So I'm going to pick the first green one that catches my notice. And it's coming out with 3. Oh, 4. That's how many. Okay, so you have 5. So you have wealth. Gold coins, gold coins, gold coins, gold coins. Oops. These are slimy. I can't make them stop moving, so I'm not going to. Okay, you have, oh, I also don't always take the writing on these. So you have wall, misunderstanding. You have ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Dog, far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. And bird, perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. Okay, so if you did feel pulled to pile 1 and you are out of connection with someone that you would like to, that you think you're meant to, like it didn't complete, that relationship, it didn't end fully. If you're feeling that way and you're thinking about that person, you might want to go check out pile 1. Give me a moment to sit with the energy of this and figure out what it's saying to me. And again, if any of this is like clearly screaming to you like, oh my gosh, this means this, take that. That is exactly the right thing for you to see and hear, and what your team wants you to know. If you feel so inclined to like comment what it was down below and how it made sense, that'd be awesome. But yeah, definitely go with your instincts and what it pulls up for you. There's this idea, I keep hearing that good as gold from Vanderpump Rules song, Echinacea. That's hilarious. Maybe that has something to do with something, or that makes sense to you, but it's like good as gold. So I'm getting the impression that this person is not too good to be true. This situation, if this is a situation and a new love of something, like you found like a job that is just literally everything you wanted and you're so happy doing it, or you finally figured out what your purpose was and you feel so excited to like start doing that and like feel fulfilled that way. And it's not a new love relationship in that sense. Then whatever this is, as far as the job or goal or purpose, still you're stuck in your head about it and you're scared to take a leap of faith, but it's saying you go for that. You have the stability that you need, and it will bring more stability and offer fulfillment and emotion. Like it will offer emotional fulfillment and stability. Very clear, bringing forward, moving into stability, and will be like just a matter of you like watching your harvest. I don't know all the farming terms, but it's like when you've planted your seeds and you're waiting for everything to just sprout up. You just have to have a little patience with that, but it's all been planted. So that could be with the ring. It's like a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So again, if this is a job, again, it's just saying that this will feel like a really, like you'll feel very completed by this business arrangement or job or goal or purpose. And it'll be transformational for you. And once you make the choice to move forward with this, it's just going to go like the dominoes. It's just going to fall into place. That's what I'm getting. The dog far away, distant friend is thinking of you. That's what makes me think go watch pile 1. Oh no, did I forget to push play? Oh, good. That scared me. I thought I had not been recording that whole time. All right. So those are the different kind of things I'm seeing. Oh, the wall. I mean, that just goes back to, again, if you want to read, go watch pile 1, but that you're in your head about it. So you could be putting a wall up towards this. There's like a wall in this card as well. So you can, it's possible that you feel like the waiting part of this situation is a challenge or an obstacle for you. So you could know, if this is a person, you could know exactly who I'm talking about, and it's not happening quick enough for you, but I would tell you that's because you have been wanting it to go slow and you had some walls up. So as you receive this and want this and open to this, then things will fall into place quickly. But for now, they're going to go slowly because that's what you've needed, it seems like. Let me pick one of these oracle cards for pile 2. When the weavers call your heart. There's a big heart in this. So again, I'm going to kind of double down on, for a lot of you, this is referring to a new romantic relationship. It could have just started as well. You could be dating someone and you're feeling really good about them, and that's freaking you out as well. And you're like, okay, again, is this too good to be true? But they have a heart of gold, and they mean they are reliable, it feels like, and they are generous, and they are patient, and they are to be trusted. They could be your person. And just, you know, again, like, watch out for your own triggers that will make you want to put a wall up and think, no way, this is not right. This is too good to be true, or I'm being naive. If you're thinking about, I mean, and that's good. You definitely should think about, you know, what you've learned and lessons from past relationships. And if you get red flags from something, definitely look into that. But this feels really abundant. It's a positive. It's good as gold. Okay, weavers call your heart. Love in all its forms, a heart-opening experience, romantic love, the experience of showing kindness to others. Yes, love, the quintessential energy of life and the one glittering thread in the tapestry of your life that you cannot do without. This is the one energy that can heal all wounds, that can build bridges, find unity, and bring life into the world. When the dream weavers call your heart, you are being invited to bring the essence of love into your inquiry, to give it freely and wholly, and to receive it fully in the way it's being offered. Perhaps you've begun a new relationship and are wondering where it's going. Okay, come on, new love, and this is about new relationships. I'm going to go ahead and say new relationships. Sorry. Perhaps you've begun a new relationship and are wondering where it's going, if there's anything here for you. Can you allow for love to come through without judgment or even measurement? Can you experience it without trying to define it and pin it down? Can you be the love you seek? The experience of kindness is a way to open the door to love. Can you show kindness to others today for no reason at all, just because you can? Perhaps you can spend quality time with a beloved pet, or even send love to a plant. A good question to ask yourself now, if you have any dilemma regarding others or even yourself and the choices you need to make. What would love do? The universe is calling love to you in all its glittering, life-enhancing ways. Keep your heart open, drop your defenses and expectations, and watch the miracles arise as if by magic. That is super clear, pile 2. Exciting new love coming for you. Open up to it if it's what you want. Obviously, like, you gotta listen to your intelligence and your heart and your soul and your instincts. And if it's a good match and if it's a green flag, like, go for it, man. It's the Fool, something new, leap of faith. How exciting. I'm excited for you. Okay. All right, pile 2. If you want to like this video because it resonates with you, leave me a comment about how it resonates with you, or subscribe to my channel because you like how I read. Love all of that. No matter what, thank you so much for being here and listening. And I hope that this was helpful and the signs that you're seeing are letting you know this. So if you're seeing, sorry, I didn't even say, like birds and flowers, anything that you saw in here, lots of gold coins, the color gold, you're seeing a lot of walls, that type of stuff. That's what it's trying to tell you. All right, bye. All right, welcome pile 3. You chose pile 3, you chose the Echinacea Immune Support card, and this is your reading. And I usually read this at the end, but I'm going to read this card first, but we'll just put it here for now. All right, so we are asking Spirit, what are the signs trying to tell you? So pile 3, if you've been seeing signs, this can be in all sorts of ways. Numbers, seeing 444 every day, or street signs with a name on it, or anything that you might recognize as a synchronicity or strange coincidence are signs. It's the magic, the everyday magic. I was seeing 444 and 440, all these 4s everywhere for a while. And it was just like, what the heck? Every day I would suddenly be looking at the clock at 444. It was weird. Okay, pile 3. Please give permission, if you haven't, to your team. Oh, there's the 3 cards. Thank you. All right, so we have 9 of Wands. Oh, my hands are so shaky because the table's slidey. I'll check to make sure it's straight. Knight of Cups. The Lovers card. This is funny. I'm feeling like all 3 of these readings today might be about romantic relationships. That looks good enough. It's not perfectly straight, but we're going to go with it so that it's not annoying me mushing the cards around a bunch. So yeah, so far the first 2 piles felt very strongly about relationships, and this is interesting with the Knight of Cups and the Lovers, and with this 9 of Wands in particular, this card feels like suitors, many people interested in you. But I need to see the whole picture before I decide if that is. Let me read this. Echinacea. Immune support. It is important right now to strengthen your core. You have been burning the candle at both ends. Return to basics like vegetables, rest, exercise, and meditation to restore a sense of wellness. I feel like maybe you've been pursuing love. You've been dating a bunch, maybe online, which can be incredibly exhausting. I know from personal experience, it is really exhausting. Going on dates and hoping for the best, and even if you've been like, what's the word? I hate when I forget my words. Corresponding with someone online, like you haven't been able to meet in person yet, or you like to talk to someone for a while before you meet. And so you start to build this idea of liking them, and then you meet them and it's just that it's not there. But I feel like you're seeking a romantic relationship. So for those of you who it's not a romantic relationship and it is about like signs are trying to show you to take better care of yourself. So you've been burning the candle at both ends, like the card said. 9 of Wands is like the Wounded Soldier. It's like the most resilient card. Like, it doesn't matter that you've been like slammed from every side. You're still going because you're tough and you're badass and you're a resilient person. But it's like, you need to recognize that you are burning out. So health-wise, this could be, the signs are trying to tell you, like, don't feel guilty about resting. It's good to rest right now. You need to feed yourself well and rest. Go ahead and order that DoorDash for yourself. I think it's interesting because the Knight of Cups in this is holding the zombies, holding the brain, not a heart. And then in this card, the zombie's holding his heart in her hand. So there could be something where you're dating, but you're dating from a very logical place. And you're kind of holding your heart out of reach and trying to do it from a logical, like, okay, I have 10 dates. Out of 10, one of them, the odds are going to be good that one of them will click. Something like that. Like, you're definitely seeming like you're not going at it from a heart place. And oftentimes if you've been dating a lot, you get just burnt out. And so it's hard to stay authentic and genuine and keep putting yourself out there. These two just fell on the floor, so we're going to go ahead and take those. Six of Wands. I'll take into account that this was reversed, but I just need to see it. So you've got the Six of Wands, which is an interesting interpretation of Six of Wands in this card. The Moon and Five of Pentacles upside down, or sorry, reversed. You might be feeling some regret about it, or like you're kind of worried, like if you stop trying to date that you will miss out. Let's see. Let's get some more information. So I'm going to pick the first green one that I see. And I'm seeing two green ones here, so I might take both of these. Every other pile has only gotten one green one. This one's kind of coming out, but we're going to do these. So let's see what your tea leaves say. I'm going to put these here. I'm not ready to do those yet. I'm going to do these. Knight of Swords. This is often the card of like victory, Six of Wands, but this doesn't feel victorious to me. This feels like hidden and like, oh gosh, sorry. Let me get my words together. Stifled, closed off. Yeah. Closed off to something being victorious. Okay, so some of you need to do some more shadow work and some more looking at it, because instead of feeling like really excited and happy with all this suitors, and it's just making you feel exhausted. And like you are very out of touch with your heart, and you don't feel like you can really like channel your heart in this process. You're really leading with your head because that makes the most sense. And there's some regret here. Yeah, like you feel lonely, but you also feel burnt out, and you don't want to keep doing this work. And it feels like instead of feeling like really victorious about this situation, or like positive forward movement with it, you feel really like confined and kind of like unable to show up presently, be present and show up authentically. Like you feel like you are really disconnected. And so the moon is often to me about like it can be about like intuition and dreams and things like that, but it's often to me shadow side. So like the issues that come up when you are working to have a relationship, working on those issues. So everyone gets triggered in relationship, right? And so what are those triggers? What's coming up for you when you're doing this process? That's what you need to focus on, because working on that and healing those parts bring you closer to what you actually want in relationship. Okay, I'm feeling, oh, there's the 3 of them. Okay, well, that's one. And then I felt this, and then we have this one. Let's see what we have. So first, 5 of Cups. Yeah, so 5 of Cups is like you've had loss and pain in the past, and you're still holding on to that. You're kind of stuck and frozen on that emotional trauma or pain that happened. This is understandable. If you've been cheated on, if you've been gaslit, manipulated, if you've been in abusive relationships, we've all struggled, right? We've all grown up. Nobody had a perfect childhood. Everyone does the best they can, or they're just really in pain people that just hurt others. And so that is the best they can do because they don't know any better. I forgot to do incense between this, but I did shuffle the cards, so that's okay. Sorry. So there could be, yeah, like cleansing, like you need to cleanse some of that. So there's some work to be done on, it's so easy to say letting go of the past. What it really means is recognizing what part of it is your responsibility and letting go of what is not. Someone hurting you as a child was not your responsibility, and it was not your fault. And so that's the part that you have to work on allowing to just move away from that and take on the responsibility of how you respond as an adult now. That's the work that has to be done. That's the shadow work. And through that, though, really being like loving to yourself, and taking care of your body and eating and sleeping and resting and showing yourself by your own actions that you deserve that. So a lot of this is self-love too. So you want this relationship or this fulfillment of some kind, but you're not loving your body very well, or you're not taking care of yourself, or you might be, and the signs are just reminding you, keep doing that. This is how you move through this. This is how you get to this ideal situation that you want or that you manifest. 5 of Wands, which to me is a card of comparison. So comparing yourself to others. It's my body image issues card. Some of this can be triggering feeling not good enough, not pretty enough, feeling fat, or too fat or too thin or too not enough. Can be triggering body issues. And so you could be falling back into unhealthy patterns of like maybe not eating or not eating well or not getting enough sleep or over exercising out of this need to feel skinny or whatever this is. There's definitely some behaviors that this kind of situation brings up in you. And so as long as you can be aware of it, then you can make choices and choose differently, right? So it's not bad to feel any of these feelings. Feelings aren't good or bad or wrong or right, just how you feel. But your body wants you to be supporting it better and not, that's probably why you're feeling disconnected from your heart as well. The Chariot, beautiful. So yeah, this is like really great healing movement forward. You are having this really amazing opportunity to work on some of the shadow work that's going to come up from this. And doing this work is going to burst you free, and you'll feel so much more connected with your heart. So like signs for that, you could be seeing horses a lot. You could be noticing even body image stuff on TV. You could be noticing. You could actually be noticing the flower Echinacea. Things about being blocked in the heart, going with your head. You could be listening to, is it The Head and the Heart? That band? Oh man. Anyway, whatever the sign, whatever you're seeing, the 444, the 1111, you have 55. Maybe you're saying 555 or fives all the time. This is the 6, 5. Oh man. Okay, fives, 555. Maybe you're seeing fives all over the place. What number is the moon? Is not 18. Okay, 6, 7. So this can happen quickly. All right, let's look at your tea leaves. And I don't always take what the writing is. So you have egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Okay, so if we want to take that, let's see what it all says before I decide. Happiness, turkey, someone is behaving stupidly, and success. Okay, so whatever this work is that you're going to do, this moon shadow work, you're going to be successful. It's assured. You just have to do the work. And it's not always easy to do that work. But it is like you're sitting on your egg right now. Like you are creating this situation for yourself. You are recognizing these signs. You are recognizing these triggers. You are recognizing the negativity that comes up inside of you. And you're working to figure out what part is your responsibility and what part can you let go of. If you're having really negative self-talk, that's really important to identify and recognize, like, where did that voice come from? Because you didn't come out of the womb saying mean things to yourself. So try to identify where did you first hear those things and put that responsibility back on that person and start saying kinder things to yourself. Yeah. Maybe you're just seeing turkeys and eggs. I don't know, but whatever, or birds, any of these things, it's just happiness and success. Like, keep doing what you're doing. And really, like, reminder that these signs are telling you to take care of your body. Sleep more, eat, all that stuff. It's really the easiest thing to ignore when you're really focused on other things. And someone told me once when I was like a professional dater, it was in my early 30s, and I felt like it was like my third job. I was dating like a part-time job because I was really focused with my head into finding a partnership. And it wasn't fun. I was not having a good time. I was burnt out and tired, and it wasn't fun. And I felt disappointed and disillusioned. And someone said, dating's supposed to be fun. So if it's not fun, take a break. And I was like, that's such a simple idea, but it was so true. So maybe you need to take a break from dating and date yourself for a little bit and work on some of this stuff. All right, you have when it's time to say goodbye as your Dreamweaver card. Yeah, I feel like you're supposed to be taking a break. But let's read this. The signs want you to take a little nap. Number 32, when it's time to say goodbye. Essential meaning, completions, endings, death leading to new beginnings, and loss. If you were drawn to pile 2, there was stuff about the death card in that. You might want to look into that. I'm just going to read this to you and see if it is helpful. When it's time to say goodbye, it's time to end one way of being and move on to a new chapter in your life. This can be accompanied by pain because you have to say goodbye to someone you love, someone who has meant something to you, someone important. You may not want to let go, but you must face the loss and the grief and bless what was. Other times it's necessary that you purposefully put an end to something. Perhaps you need to walk away from an unhealthy relationship to be true to yourself, or maybe a connection has run its course and that is just how it is. Right now, you're meant to close the door on a part of your life so you can begin something new, something meaningful and designed for your beautiful self-expression, success and happiness. Literally says for your success and happiness. That's pretty cool. Magic. You can be sure it's time for a different experience, a more aligned, authentic way for you to be in the world. You've come so far. Be brave and bless all that has come before now. Who will you become? So much magic awaits. I love that. So yeah, I think you might even have like a guy you've been dating, or sorry, I'm gendering, I apologize. You might have a person you've been seeing or dating, and it's just, you kind of know that it's just not the right thing. It's not aligning, and it's taking more effort and energy than necessary at this early stage. It could be time to just kind of say goodbye, close your dating apps for a minute. You don't have to delete them. You can put them on like pause, I think. That used to be in the day, you could do that. In my day, you could do that. And yeah, do some self-reflection, because that is going to bring you the most success and happiness. The more than the things that come up that feel painful, that you look at really clearly, look in the mirror at it and take responsibility for what you are responsible for, and give back what you're not responsible for, because you cannot change or fix something that was not your responsibility, or your actions, right? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I think you understand. Do the work and really recognize that that there's definitely a sign here. The signs are trying to tell you that you're treating yourself poorly. You're not maybe eating well or sleeping well or talking poorly to yourself. Say goodbye to that way of life. Say, I'm done doing that to myself, and I am choosing a new path to be more victorious. Okay, pile 3. That was your reading. Just making sure it was still going. I hope that that was helpful to you. I really felt a good energy in this one. Like, this felt really empowered and exciting. Like you're just really doing the work, and that's really wonderfully powerful and will get you to where you want to do. So keep doing that. If you liked this and it resonated with you and you want to leave a comment and tell me how right on it was, amazing. If you want to like my video, that's wonderful. Or subscribe if you enjoy the way that I do readings. I would love to have you back. And either way, thank you for being here and listening. I hope that this brought some clarity and helped you feel more aware of the magic that's around you always. All right, take care. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.